Alright, this question is fairly easy. Let's take a look. If y equals to 4 by 3x minus 1 by 5x minus 1, then which of the following is equal to y? Now you can use several approaches to solve this question, but I think the easiest one is to solve it the old-fashioned way, but let me tell you what the other ways you can use. So one is POE, like we said last time, which is process of elimination. So just looking through the answer choices, which one of them could definitely not be the answer? So I think right off the bat, A cannot be an answer because 40x is just 40x. There isn't an x squared, and we obviously need that because 3x and 5x are being multiplied, and there has to be an x squared somewhere, so A does not work. So the other method we can use is to plug it in. What this means is you give x a value. Let's say x is equal to 1. And then you place x here in this equation. So it would be 4 by 3 times 1 minus 1. And then it will be 5 times 1 minus 1. And then you just solve for y. And whatever answer you get, you use the same x that you plugged in here in all answer choices, and whichever of the choices matches your original answer, then that's the correct answer. But obviously that takes a lot of time, and we don't have a calculator here because this is a no calculators question. So the easiest method to use here is the old-fashioned way, and that is FOIL. So this is, let me write down the question again. So 4 is 3x minus 1. 5x minus 1. Okay, so let's ignore 4 for a second and just work on these two together. So 3x minus 1 and 5x minus 1. FOIL means first, so you multiply the two first numbers in each of the parentheses, and then then the O stands for outer, so the two outer numbers, and then I stands for the inner numbers, and then L stands for the last numbers. So this is how you multiply them basically. So let's go 3x times 5x, and that's going to be 15x squared. And then it's 3x times negative 1. 3x times negative 1 is negative 3x. And then it's negative 1 times 5x, and that is negative 5x. And then we're multiplying negative 1 by negative 1, which is plus 1. Now let us condense this. So that's going to be equal to 15x squared minus 8x plus 1. So now let's not forget about the 4. We have this whole thing multiplied by 4. So let us distribute 4 in each of these numbers. So 4 times 15, you don't have to memorize what it is. You can just use the long multiplication, which does not take time. 4 times 5 is 20. And 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 60. So it will be 60x squared. And if we're going to go back to POE, process of elimination, we can get rid of D because there's no 60x here. And then it's going to be 4 times negative 8x. That will be negative 32x. And then we can get rid of B. You can stop here and just choose C, or you can keep going just to prove it. So 4 times 1 is going to be 4. And so that matches answer C, so that was correct.